Question: Who's here has witnessed their boyfriend cry in front of them? 1, 2, 3.
Oh wow!
Did you witness it too?
Oh, I thought you said boyfriend, or my boyfriend doesn't
Or an
cry
ex
in
or
front of me.
whatever.
Ex.
Okay. Let me ask. How did that make you feel when you saw your guy crying in front of you?
Don't leave me.
Keep it 1,000. Keep it real. What was your gut reaction?
I was just like, aw, but like it's not really my problem.
Oh, good boy. Good boy.
Okay. Did it make you lose respect for him? Keep it 1,000,000.
I guess a little bit, but not really, because if anything, it was
Stop the
fun.
cap.
Okay. What about you? When you saw your guy cry?
Hold on. Did it make you wet or dry when he was crying?
Just zero type of emotion. Just like nothing, neither.
So dry, yeah.
You're dry.
All right. What about you?
I just felt really bad. I didn't know what to do. I mean, I felt like I had to comfort him. And
Did you lose respect for him?
I think I had already lost that before he even did that. To
Did
be
it make you
honest.
lose even more respect for him then?
I wouldn't say that it was the crying that did. It was other things.
What was the other things?
He would be very unsupportive towards me and what like I enjoyed doing. He would when I was in the hospital, he didn't even visit me. He visited me like twice, and I was in there for like a month.
Oh,
and there was
shit.
just like
Why?
things that because he was busy playing on his computer.
No, but why were you in the hospital?
Oh, I went into septic shock.
What is that?
It's when your organs fail.
Oh, so you thought you was gonna die.
Glad you're
Yeah.
still here.
Fuck, Chris.
That is kind of crazy. He didn't visit you though.
Yeah, that's
All
why.
right.
Yeah.
What about you?
Well,
what the
I really wanted to go to sleep that time. I was like, okay, please finish.
Yeah, she's old.
Wow,
Stop
she's
crying.
savage.
Wait,
Yeah.
what? Wait.
She said,
Wait. So he was crying, and you said just finish crying so I go to sleep.
Yes, I have to work tomorrow morning.
"Yo
So
soy
sorry.
cansado.
What the fuck?
I am tired,
sorry,
Yeah.
amigo."
Okay.
Yeah.
Who else saw their guy cry again? You two, right?
Mhm.
How did that make you feel watching him cry in front of you?
I think I had already lost respect for him, and he was crying because I was trying to break up with him. So it was like that's not gonna work. So dry it up. Don't get them tears on me.
Okay.
Turn the other way.
Did it make you lose even more respect for him?
If there was more to lose, yeah.
Okay. What about you?
So my ex would cry in front of me all the time about every single thing that I did. It would be constant arguments and constant tears on his end.
Oh, shit.
And at first it was like, oh, okay, like I feel bad. Maybe I did something wrong. But then if it was happening like every single day, I was like, okay, you got to relax.
What did you guys argue about mostly?
It was like basic things. Like I was like young. That was like my first relationship that I've ever had. I was like maybe like 16
Oh, shit.
years old.
Okay.
And no, he was older than me. And he would cry when I would just go hang out with my friends, like go to the mall. Like it would be constant. Like I would be constantly being accused of cheating when I was like a child. Like I
Okay.
was be constantly accused of cheating or like doing something bad, or like he would accuse, like he wasn't accusing me. He would say that I'm dressing provocatively when I'm wearing like leggings.
I mean,
Okay. All right. Interesting. I think the takeaway for this, guys, is that women, if you cry in front of your girl, bro, she gonna lose respect.
It's
for
an
you,
L,
man.
bro.
Yeah, like they don't go fuck, man. Stop being soft, guys.
It's an L, bro.
Because one of the controversial things we say is guys shouldn't open up to their girl, and everyone gets all mad at us for saying that shit. But I genuinely don't think that a woman is gonna sit there and accept you being all emotional and crying and being a bitch. Like,
But we can all agree here. After that experience with the guy crying, it didn't help the
Doesn't help
scenario
the
at all. It
situation.
didn't help at all.
yeah.
So
I
So-
still think.
But
though,
why is he
it's-
crying? Is he crying because you dumping him, or is he crying because his dog died or something
Yeah.
like that?
Mhm.
If he's
It's
crying because he's going through
situational.
something, I'm gonna hold my man. Like men cry too. Like y'all got feelings too. But if you're crying because of something that you did to me, clean it up. Get a tissue. Do it over there. Cause
That's my point. Don't cry in front of you. Handle it on
but
their
it
own.
depends on what you're crying
It's
over. If you're
situational.
crying because you did something to me and I'm not tolerating it, and now you're crying, oh please, baby, don't leave me. Pack it up. It's over with. But if you're crying over something genuinely sad that anybody would cry over, then I'm not gonna lose respect over that. But like you're crying, it's something sad. Like somebody died, you're mourning a loss or
sad
something.
to him, though. You know what I'm saying? Like, so if he's crying, I mean, it's sad to him. So how would he know?
If you're sad because of something you did to me and I'm not tolerating it, it's not sad to me. It's sad to you, and I can't help you with that.
Oh, so it's up to your discretion then, right?
That's I see what you're trying to do there, but if somebody throws a rock in my face
Okay.
and I throw a rock back and they start crying, I'm not gonna feel bad that they're crying because you just did something to me and now you're upset.
Or
We're
how
saying in
about-
general, crying is just
how
a bad
about
look.
The takeaway is don't cry, figure it
Yeah.
out, and just be there for your girl.
Yeah.
Cool.
And then especially don't cry if it was something that you did to her.
Exactly.
We shouldn't cry in general.
I mean, if a
So,
family member
for
passes
real?
away, it's different. That's acceptable. But yes, other
Like if
than-
my man doesn't cry with something
I
sad,
would
I'm
say
gonna think something's wrong.
don't even cry if a family member dies in front of your girl.
I mean, I haven't seen most men cry even when a family member dies. But just saying, like, if that happens, that's slightly acceptable. But I would agree that 100% like
Slightly.
yeah.
That's exactly why I mentioned a cry. Like
Don't
the
worry,
women
guys.
keep proving our point over
Do
and
not
over and
But
over
should
again.
they- that is acceptable.
man.
But they
Slightly.
should cry,
Women
right?
don't do well when they see emotional men, is what I've realized. Like girls
Yeah.
are very, very cold hearted. And I would argue women are more cold hearted than men. Like, because if a girl like lose attraction for you, it's over, dude.
Yeah.
It's
And
done.
selfish too.
Yeah.
But can you cry in general? You can't cry in general, or you cry with your homies?
Not a friend.
Cry with your homies, man.
Homies, yeah.
Okay.
Don't cry with no
Then
chicks.
I would agree, but not
So
crying,
they can
not
make
good.
fun of you.
Let them
Yeah.
roast you.
Yeah, let
But
them
not-
roast you or
not
whatever.
your girl though.
Yeah.
Also,
Okay.
like
Actually-
Well, somebody
when a family member passes away, like I feel like men need to be stronger so they can support the other family members, like their wives or mothers or sisters.
Yeah, that's why
So
they
I-
can't cry.
Yeah.
But why?
Yeah, don't cry.
Who made this rule?
No one made this rule. It's
Gross.
just
Well, it's a cornerstone of masculinity is being able to control your emotions.
Be stoic.
I won't argue with that, but I do feel like
Merch.
crying and respect aren't necessarily like women have logic. We kind of can tell
No, they
why
don't.
somebody's.
No, you don't.
No, you did a girl, man. Relax.
But if my girl comes crying to me about something she did to me, I will
You did
also
a
not
girl.
feel
That's
bad.
not logic. You can't get pregnant by another female.
I'm not trying to get pregnant by a female.
So why are you dating her?
Well, the thing
because
is
I'm
this.
trying to nut.
Yeah,
That's not the.
But if your girl cries to you, that's fine. But because you're more empathetic to her experience because you're a female as well.
That's not what I said. I said if she come crying to me the same way that I'm not gonna let a guy come crying to me, I'm also not gonna feel bad. If she does something to me, and then I do something back. Now she said it's the same thing. I don't respect your tears. It's the same thing. You could be a dog, a baby. If you're crying over something that you did to the next person, and you're trying to
You're going to be
cry
far
your way
more
back in.
accepting of your girl's crying in tears over a man's crying in tears. I mean, I asked you this earlier. I said, hey, what is the reason that if you had to pick one, you pick a man? You said the masculine energy, the security, the protection. That kind of gets evaporated when you see a guy crying in front of you.
Yep.
Yes.
I think it's still important that he has some sort of outlet. If he doesn't want to
Yes.
use me as an outlet, that's okay.
Yes.
That's
Yeah.
fine.
Yeah,
But
that's what
as
Yeah, I
long
mean,
as
we argue
he-
never use a female's outlet.
Yeah, as long as he's using some sort of outlet, I still want him to be healthy emotionally.
And
you
I won't
know?
lose respect for him for that.
Yeah.
Like
Listen,
you got to get it out.
the boys got you, the girls don't. Simple.
Yeah. And then y'all will use it against them later when you guys fight. That's why a guy should never cry in front of a. That's why you a bitch. You crying. Yeah. I mean, look at Kim Kardashian like using Kanye's shit against him when he was being emotional.
Bro.
Like it never works, bro. When you're emotional with your chick, they use that shit as a secret weapon against you later.
But can I ask something? Like, do you know 100% sure that it will never work? What if you find a girl that does not, like 100% does not lose
Okay,
respect
let me ask
for
you this. Hold on, because I always do. What if I told you jump out of this plane, but the parachute only has a 10% chance of deploying? Would you jump out of the plane?
Probably not.
Okay, so just like that, men shouldn't cry in front of most girls. Most are not going to accept it.
Yeah, okay.
And you said it. What if she takes it? What if she doesn't? That is risk everything for that.
If there's
one
a
moment.
90% chance failure, you're not going to. Why take the chance?
Yeah. Why risk
Okay.
it?
Why
Okay.
jump out of the plane with a parachute that's only going to deploy 10% of the times?
Okay.
Okay. What else do we got?